Hi there. Welcome to English by Movie, where English grows with joy and pure love. Join the fun.
I realized that I was more turned on by this gravy boat than by Barry. And then I got really freaked out. And that's when it hit me how much Barry looks like Mr. Potato Head. I always knew he looked familiar, but... Anyway, I just had to get out of there, and I started wondering, why am I doing this, and who am I doing this for? So anyway, I just didn't know where to go, and I know that you and I have kind of drifted apart, but you're the only person I knew who lived here in the city. All of a sudden, sweet and low, I realized that I was more turned on by this gravy boat than by Barry.
Turned on by. To be turned on by something is a very common idiom that means to become excited or aroused by it. While it's often used in a romantic or sexual context, here Rachel uses it humorously to show she had more feelings for an inanimate object, a gravy boat, than her fiancé. This shows the extreme lack of passion she felt and is a fantastic way to express excitement or strong interest, whether seriously or jokingly. He's really turned on by classic cars. He can talk about them for hours. It shows that he has a strong, passionate interest in classic cars. The phrase here highlights enthusiasm, not romantic attraction, which shows the flexibility of this idiom.
Barry. And then I got really freaked out, and that's when it hit me how much Barry looked...
Freaked out. To freak out is a popular slang term for becoming extremely scared, angry, or excited. It's an informal but very expressive way to describe a sudden, intense emotional reaction. Rachel is describing that moment of panic and realization. Using freaked out makes her story more dramatic and relatable than just saying, I got scared. I freaked out when I saw the final exam questions. I thought I was going to fail. It expresses a sudden feeling of intense panic and anxiety. This example captures the fear and shock aspect of the phrase, common in high-stress situations.
That's when it hit me how much Barry looks like Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. This is a wonderful pop culture reference. Mr. Potato Head is a very famous American children's toy, known for his round, potato-shaped body and attachable plastic parts like eyes, a nose, and a mustache. By comparing her fiancé to this toy, Rachel is humorously calling him goofy-looking and generic. It's a playful insult that perfectly captures her sudden change of heart. With his new glasses and hat, my dad looks like a real-life Mr. Potato Head. It humorously describes someone's appearance as being slightly mismatched or cartoony, just like the toy. This is a lighthearted way to poke fun at someone's look.
So anyway, I just didn't know where to go, and I know that you and I have kind of drifted apart, but...
Drifted apart. When people drift apart, their friendship or relationship slowly fades over time. It's not usually because of a big fight, but rather a gradual, natural separation due to changing lives or interests. It's a gentle and slightly sad way to describe losing touch with someone you were once close to. Rachel uses it to acknowledge the distance that has grown between her and Monica. After college, my best friend and I drifted apart as we moved to different cities for work. It describes a situation where distance and new life circumstances caused a close friendship to weaken over time. It shows that the end of the friendship was gradual and not intentional.
Screen for you. Let me tell you something, Ross. There's lots of flavors out there.
Lots of flavors out there. This is a fantastic metaphor. Joey isn't literally talking about ice cream. He's using flavors to mean different types of people or romantic partners. When you say there are lots of flavors out there, you're telling someone they have many choices and shouldn't be sad about one person. It's a very common, encouraging phrase, similar to saying there are plenty of fish in the sea. Don't worry about that one job rejection. There are lots of flavors out there when it comes to careers. It uses the flavors metaphor to suggest that there are many different and equally good job opportunities available. This shows how the expression can be adapted to contexts beyond dating.
Vanilla. You can get them with jimmies or nuts or whipped cream.
Jimmy's. Here's a great example of American regional vocabulary. Jimmy's is a term used primarily in the northeastern United States, especially in areas like Philadelphia and Boston, for what most other Americans and English speakers call sprinkles, the tiny candy bits you put on ice cream or cakes. Knowing this word can give your English a very specific regional flavor. In the UK, you'd ask for hundreds and thousands, but in Boston, you'd ask for jimmies on your ice cream. This directly compares the regional American term jimmies with its British English equivalent. It's a perfect example of how vocabulary for the same thing can change dramatically based on location.
Welcome back to the world. Grab a spoon.
Grab a spoon. This is the brilliant conclusion to Joey's ice cream metaphor. Since there are lots of flavors, people out there, grab a spoon means get out there and start experiencing life and meeting new people. It's a creative and energetic way to tell someone to stop moping and re-engage with the world. It's a call to action. Life is a feast, so start eating. You've been single for a while now. It's time to grab a spoon and get back on the dating apps. It expresses encouragement to actively start dating again. The phrase serves as a motivational push to take the first step towards a new experience.
Paul? Paul the wine guy? Oh, yeah, I know Paul.
You mean you know Paul like I know Paul?
Are you kidding? I take credit for Paul. You know, before me, there was no snap in his turtle for 2 years.
Of course it was a line.
Why? Why would anybody do something like... You mean you know Paul like I know Paul?
Are you
Know someone like I know someone? This is a clever way to ask about the nature of a relationship. When Monica asks Franny, "You know Paul like I know Paul?" she's not asking if they are simply acquainted. The repetition and emphasis imply a deeper, more intimate knowledge. She's discreetly asking, "Have you also been romantically involved with him?" It's a nuanced and subtle piece of communication. And I know the CEO. B. Sure, but do you know him like his wife knows him? It creates a distinction between knowing someone professionally and knowing them personally and intimately. The emphasis on know is key to conveying the deeper meaning.
I take credit for Paul. You know, before me, there was no snap in his turtle for 2 years.
No snap in his turtle. This is a highly idiomatic and humorous C2 level expression. To have snap in your turtle is a comical euphemism for having energy, vitality, or, in this specific context, sexual prowess. Franny is saying that Paul had no confidence or game before she dated him. It's a very colorful and informal way to say someone was lacking spirit or drive. You probably won't use it in a formal essay, but it's a gem of creative slang. After his third coffee, there was finally some snap in his turtle and he started working. It humorously describes a sudden burst of energy and motivation. This shows how the idiom can be used more broadly to mean general liveliness, not just its original romantic meaning.
Of course it was a line.
A line? In this context, a line is not a straight mark or a queue of people. It refers to a dishonest or insincere story used to manipulate someone, usually to gain sympathy or to get them into bed. Paul's sad story about his romantic problems was just a line to make Monica feel special and sorry for him. Recognizing when something is a line is a crucial social skill. He told me he was a secret agent, but I knew it was just a line to impress me. It identifies a statement as a fabricated story intended to deceive or impress someone. This is a classic use of the term in a dating or social context.
You ready? I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Cut. Cut, 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 cut.
Hey! Welcome to the real world. It sucks. You're gonna love it.
Cut, 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 cut.
The chant cut, cut, cut. The tone here is all about shared experience and support. Rachel is about to cut her credit cards, a symbol of her financial dependence. Her friends chanting cut, cut, cut is not aggressive. It's a ritualistic, supportive chant. It turns a scary moment into a shared, empowering act. This shows how tone and collective speech can create a feeling of solidarity and encouragement. As he approached the finish line, the crowd started chanting his name. Go, Mike, go. It describes how a group of people can use a simple, repeated phrase to offer motivation and create an exciting atmosphere. The tone is purely about encouragement.
Hey! Welcome to the real world.
Welcome to the real world. This is a classic phrase used when someone, particularly a young or sheltered person, first experiences the hardships and responsibilities of adult life. Monica says this to Rachel after she cuts her credit cards, marking her first real step into independence. It's often said with a mix of sympathy and irony, as if to say, now you understand how difficult life can be. My first paycheck was much smaller than I expected after taxes. My boss just smiled and said, welcome to the real world. It describes the moment of disappointing realization that adult life involves unpleasant realities like taxes. The phrase marks a transition from innocence to experience.
Welcome to the real world. It sucks. You're gonna love it.
It sucks. Here, Monica pairs a classic slang term with a brilliant contradiction. It sucks is very common, informal slang for it's terrible or it's awful. But she immediately follows it with, you're gonna love it. This shows the complex reality of independence. It's hard and sucks sometimes, but the freedom and self-reliance you gain are wonderful and something to love. This is a perfect example of nuanced, sophisticated communication. Training for a marathon sucks, but you're gonna love the feeling of crossing that finish line. It expresses the idea that a difficult and painful process can lead to a very rewarding and enjoyable outcome. This shows the same paradoxical but optimistic sentiment as Monica's line.
Ever since she left me, I haven't been able to perform sexually.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I know being spit on is probably not what you need right now.
I haven't been able to perform sexually.
Not be able to perform sexually. This is a perfect example of a euphemism. Paul is talking about a sensitive and potentially embarrassing topic. Instead of using blunt or crude language, he uses the phrase, not able to perform sexually. Perform is a softer, more clinical word in this context. Euphemisms are essential for politeness and navigating delicate conversations in English, allowing speakers to address difficult subjects indirectly. Instead of saying her grandmother died, she said she passed away. It shows the use of a common euphemism, passed away, to speak about death in a gentler, less direct way. This highlights the role of euphemisms in showing respect and softening bad news. He was let go from his job. It demonstrates a corporate euphemism where let go is used instead of fired. This makes the situation sound less harsh and personal, which is a key function of euphemistic language.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I know being
It's okay. The power of it's okay in this scene is immense. Paul has just revealed something deeply personal, and Monica has accidentally spit her drink on him. It's a moment of maximum awkwardness. Her response, it's okay, is a powerful tool for diffusing social tension. It reassures him that he hasn't made her uncomfortable and that his honesty is accepted. It's a simple phrase that carries a lot of emotional weight in managing difficult social interactions. Eamon, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot about our meeting. B. It's okay, we can reschedule. It shows how it's okay can be used to quickly forgive a mistake and relieve the other person's guilt. It's a key phrase for maintaining good relationships.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I know being spit on is probably not what you need right now.
Spit on. This is a simple but strong collocation. The verb to spit is naturally followed by the preposition on when it refers to the target of the action. While the phrase itself is straightforward, Monica's use of it in a moment of extreme understatement is what makes the line funny. She acknowledges the physical act, being spit on, to highlight how terrible the timing is, given Paul's emotional confession. It's a great example of dark humor. The angry fan was removed from the stadium after he tried to spit on the referee. It describes the literal act of spitting directed at a person. This shows the standard, non-humorous use of the collocation, which is often associated with disrespect.
Come on, Daddy, listen to me. It's like all of my life, everyone has always told me, you're a shoe. You're a shoe, you're a shoe, you're a shoe. And then today I just stopped and I said, what if I don't want to be a shoe? What if I want to be a purse? You know, or a hat? No, I don't want you to buy me a hat. I'm saying that I am a hat. It's a metaphor, Daddy. Listen to me. It's like all of my life, everyone has always told me, you're a shoe.
You're a shoe. This is the heart of Rachel's amazing metaphor. When she says people told her you're a shoe, she doesn't mean it literally. A shoe represents a predefined role, a path that everyone expected her to follow, get married, be a wife, and live a certain life. It's a brilliant creative way to express the feeling of being typecast and forced into a box. It symbolizes conformity and a lack of choice. My family always said, you're a lawyer, but I wanted to be a painter. It describes a similar situation where a person is assigned a career or role by others. A lawyer functions just like a shoe in Rachel's metaphor, representing an expected life path.
You know, or a hat.
A purse or a hat? Following the shoe metaphor, the purse and hat represent alternative life choices and identities. If a shoe is the one expected path, the purse and hat are the symbols of her desire for self-discovery and freedom. They mean she wants the right to choose who she is and what she does with her life, rather than just accepting her assigned role. This is a powerful statement about identity and independence. He didn't want to be just another cog in the machine. He wanted to be the entire engine. It uses a metaphor to contrast a small defined role, a cog, with a more powerful self-determined one, the engine. This mirrors Rachel's desire to be more than just a shoe.
A hat? I'm saying that I am a hat. It's a metaphor, Daddy.
It's a metaphor. Rachel's tone here is one of complete exasperation. Her father is taking her words literally, and she shouts, "It's a metaphor, Daddy!" To make him understand, she's speaking figuratively. This highlights a common communication breakdown when one person is speaking abstractly and the other is thinking concretely. Her frustrated tone is key to the humor of the scene and shows her desperation to be understood on a deeper level. I said my new project is a monster, but I didn't mean it has fangs. It's a metaphor for how difficult it is. It explicitly clarifies that a word is being used metaphorically to avoid literal interpretation. The tone would likely be one of clarification, just like Rachel's, though perhaps less frustrated.
Hope you learned something cool today with English by Movie. Hit like, subscribe for more, and let's chat in the comments. Don't miss what's coming next. Bye for now.